Good evening, students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
On behalf of Regional Center, IGNO Regional Center Bhubaneswar, I welcome you all to this online platform relating to your theory classes. And today we will have the first class of your paper or course code MEV-19 of your program MSc ENV, MSc in Environmental Science. And this part of your program is related to the research methodology or research part. And as we all know uh, that you have a project paper uh, in the last semester, that is in the fourth semester, and that is your MEVP 11, I think it is the code. And in that part you have to execute a research uh, project which is mainly based on some case study related to environment. So, Smurti Rekha Raut, please mute yourself. Thank you. Is it understandable to communicate in English, or you prefer the bilingual way, or is it okay?
It's okay,
The-
sir.
Okay. So, before going to the details of this paper, let's have some introduction from your side. So, please introduce yourself one by one and your uh, graduation subject. Then I will proceed for this unit. So, first one is Jyotsna Rani Das. Please
Sir,
introduce
good
yourself.
evening, sir. Sir, I'm from Bhubaneswar. I'm a teacher and I'm teaching physics. My honors was basic honors physics. So I'm a TGT teacher.
Okay. So, why you go for this program in IGNO?
Actually, I this is my passion. Actually, I'm hopefully aged, but I want to take it one post graduation degree. That's it. And I'm
No, for
interested for environmental science.
for education there is no age bar. So
Yeah,
don't
that's
don't say like that. I am aged.
so my retirement only 4 years left. But I want to do so courses that I
It
like
is
it.
it is good. It is actually
And it is
you are
also applied to teaching in school because though I'm teaching physics in 9th, but I'm taking also seven science.
okay.
So
Okay.
whenever I'm reading all these things, it is better to explain the children in different way.
Okay, okay, okay. So as environmental science is an interdisciplinary science, so it is
Yes,
more or less
actually, I
correlated to
don't know.
all.
1 minute, I'm just telling, sir. In
Yes.
IC, one of the subject environmental science was there. When my son was reading, that time
Okay.
environmental science one subject was there. But
Okay.
gradually they eliminate this one. And in CBC course, environmental science, it is already related in the science, general science. One of the chapter, two chapters like this is remain.
Okay. So
Okay,
now,
thank you.
as different environmental concerns are now being faced by the world, so that's
Yes, sir.
why the developing and developed countries of our world is now more or less concerned about the environment, and it is now a hot topic or chapter in this new era.
Yes, sir.
So,
So
so
that awareness is important because
yes,
our means air quality index is so much here, but in foreign countries, no, whenever it is going 27 upon 30, they stop the vehicles. But
yes,
here, after giving electric vehicle, also that are, I mean, but still people are doing the same say, diesel vehicle.
yes,
So
yes, yes.
there is a lot of awareness needed for Indian people.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Justanani ma'am. We will have the later discussion in rest of the days we have. So next, Prabhu Datta Sakpathy. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
good evening.
myself. Good evening, sir. Sir, I am from Bhubaneswar, sir. I'm born and brought up in Bhubaneswar. I am currently working in Pune, Maharashtra, as a research and development engineer in the automobile domain.
Very
And
good.
yeah, sir. Actually, this is my third course from IGNU. I
Very
have
good.
already completed. Yeah, sir. Recently, convocation happened. So MBA I have completed from IGNU, and there is ongoing masters also from renewable energy and environment, MSCRWE.
Okay,
So,
okay.
and this is also my third masters. So mostly I am interested, sir, for this as that ma'am said, there is a growing need for sustainability, and there is a booming shift towards environmental issue solutions. We have a lot of global climate changes and all.
Yes, 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 yes.
So that's why, sir, I want, and my main motive is to I want to go to teaching domain. So for that, I want to do my pursue my PhD also, postdoctorate, doctorate. For that, I need this subject to appear for.
So you are
Uh,
pursuing your PhD in which subject?
no, I want to pursue, sir,
Acha, you want to
Be-
pursue PhD in which subject?
in environment.
Okay, environmental science. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because sir, renewable energy there is having a part of environment, not
Yes,
all the
yes.
subject. So
Okay,
this is completely into that. So that's why, sir.
okay. So, so thank you, Prabhu Datta. Next is Smurti Rekha Raut. If anybody wish to communicate in Odia or Bengali or Hindi, it is also open platform. So you may communicate in any language which is understandable in our capacity. Okay. So Smurti Rekha Raut, please introduce
Good
yourself.
evening, good evening, sir. I am
Okay.
Smriti Rekharov from Bhadrak. I am a teacher and I teach EVS. So that I want to complete MSc in environmental science.
So you teach EVS.
Yes, sir.
So in which standard or which class?
Sir, 5, 6
So in ODI medium or English?
English medium, sir.
Okay,
Actually,
okay.
sir, in the CBSE, 1 to 5, they're saying EVS, not science.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Not science.
environmental studies.
No,
Yes,
no,
sir.
that environmental stuff.
Environmental stu- Yes, sir. Environmental studies also it is called environmental science.
Including history, SST, everything is
Ye-
there in one
Yes,
paper.
it is
Okay, that
related to
means
all science
oh,
branches.
that means it is a mixture of social science and general
Science.
science. We can say.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Smriti Rekha. Okay, then we will move to Ajit Kumar Mahanti.
गुड इवनिंग सर सर अजित was represent boss of travel करके voice करना है इसको ना बात presently sir Andhra paper is of course the Andhra Rajamandri पे so environment science सर सही सच में ही नहीं दिली कि industry related job माने opportunity
Your voice is not audible clearly, Ajit. Your voice is not audible clearly.
yes sir I am traveling that's why it's not audible clearly.
Okay, it is
I am in
okay.
boss sir
Okay, then okay, it's okay. But so you all are requested to mute yourself, and I think you all are now in the fourth semester of your program, MSc ENV, and in this semester you have, I think, three core papers, theory papers, MEV 17, 18, and 19, and one project paper, MEVP 11, with two elective papers. So this part of your program, MEV-19, it is mainly related to your that is project paper, that is MEVP 11. As we know, to execute a research project, we must have some interest in a particular area, and which one should be supervised or guided by some expert, who is also called here as the supervisor. So you should execute a research project under the supervision of an expert. The expert should be belongs to a science background, preferably from the basic sciences, that is physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, mathematics, or computer science, and environmental science also. As we know, environmental science subject is not there in different academic institution throughout the India. So in very few institution, academic institutions, uh, that is preferably in the universities, the environmental science department is there. But at the school, or we can say it is under the college level, school and college level, there is no environmental science department. So environmental science department or environmental science subject, it is uh, more an interdisciplinary subject, or we can say according to new education policy, we can say this is a multidisciplinary subject, a multidisciplinary subject or interdisciplinary, where multiple disciplines are interrelated, or which are have applications in a single domain. And as we know, everything that surrounds us, it is the ecosystem or the environment where we sustain our life. And this research methodology, MEV-19, it is mainly based on how we can formulate a research topic. That research topic should be feasible, should be should have some feasibility, it should have some practicability which can be executed. Not that we are thinking a project on the Mars, which is not practically possible. So this project or the research work you are trying to execute, or you are trying to implement, or trying to solve the research problem, that should be feasible, that should be in our control. How to collect the data, how to find a study area, how to analyze the data, these things are there. So for a research topic or research case to be executed, there are some scientific steps are there, um, scientific steps are there, which are executed one by one for the successful completion of that project. So in this research methodology part, we have some mathematical or statistical parameters are there, like what is accuracy, what is precision, what is mean, median, mode, what is about standard deviation, variance. Some tests are there, chi test, t square test. These tests are also there, and these statistical methods or mathematical methods are applicable where it is needed. So based on your research topic. So this research methodology part is now a common part, or common part we can say, because common means it is applicable to all the field of academics, not only for science, it is also applicable to arts, commerce, marketing, every field. So for every field, this research methodology is a compulsory, or we can say it is a mandatory part of any research. So that's why, as Prabhudatta Satpathy is willing to pursue his PhD in environmental sciences, so in the preliminary part of your PhD, or in the beginning part of your PhD, you have 6 months of course work, and that course work includes two theory papers. One is research methodology paper, and second theory paper is all about your subject, that is your domain. Okay, so that research methodology is now a common part of any research. And this part is all about to know how to formulate a topic, how to choose a supervisor, how you are formulating your hypothesis, how to testify a hypothesis, and after hypothesis testing, you should have a project proposal, that is also known as synopsis. That synopsis is is submitted to the higher authority for approval. If they thought or they think that this research proposal is can be executed or it is practically possible, then they give the approval for further work. Then after doing that, after getting that approval from the authority, then we will have the project work. In the project work, the first step is the study to have the idea about the study area, then how to getting different data based on your topic. The data may be a primary data or secondary data. Primary data is from your study area directly, and the secondary data is all about your from your literature review or the available data. It may be available in any article, any journal, any book, or any online platform. So these data are known as the secondary data. So, and also you may get your data from a survey work, like in botany we have the survey of new plant species. If let us if a student is interested to do a research work, let us based on biodiversity, then he or she will target one study area. Then he or she will visit that place and survey that what new species are there in that study area. So that is survey work. This is also another research methodology part. And after getting that data from the primary and secondary sources, then the important part of the research is there, that is also known as the data analysis. So after getting that data, we will have the data analysis part. So in that data analysis, we have the application of some mathematical or statistical formulas, or we have some interpretations, we have some chemical reactions, we have some we may say comparisons like this. Okay. So after the data analysis, we have the result part. So after the data analysis, what is the result we have got? So that result is your more or less it is the last part of your research project. So to formulate a research topic for execution or for a project work, you they discuss with your supervisor that sir or madam, I am interested to do a project work on this topic because my uh, mm, subject of like is be a botany, zoology, physics, chemistry, anything else. So your supervisor will communicate you that these areas you may go through the literature review. Okay, one literature review part is there, that whatever we are thinking, we will execute that project. Then before that we should have some literature review. That means in the same area, what are the research that is already done, we should know. Because we may think a project topic, that topic is already executed by someone else in this world. Okay. So to know that whether the project topic or that project's subject is already executed or not. If executed, how much it is relevant to your idea, or how much that mm, that topic you have thinking for is related to the literatures which are available in this in the online platform or any journal book or any article. Just correlate these, and you will get so after interpretation you will get a good idea about your topic, what is to be done, what should be your topic, and how you will execute it. Because from the literature review you are also find that what methodology they did, and what different methodology you should have for better result than previous. So these things are there. These are the overall research methodology part. I am just summarizes now. And everything that is everything that is told to you have individual significances. So at the end, after your data collection, data analysis, your result, then each part will be very precisely written, and that report is known as the project report. So for a project report, the sequencing of your writing is very important, that what should be there in your report sequentially. So your sequence should be, first one should be your abstract means it is the gist of your research work, you are trying to be executed, what is your study area, everything is there, but it should be in a paragraph, and that should be maximum 250 words. So an abstract, and abstract should be followed by some keywords. So keywords, it is minimum 5 words, that is in your abstract, what are the keywords that is highlighting your research topic. So after that keyword you should have the introduction part. So introduction, then you will go for the review of literature. So after review of literature, it is your research methodology, that what methodology you are adopting for your research work. So after your research methodology, then you have the data collection, followed by your data analysis, then a result, then we have the conclusion part. So after conclusion, the future scope, what are the future scope you are just thinking that I am executed this project up to this level, then what is the next future or next work can be done in this project, that is future scope, and followed by the last part that is known as the references. So this is the sequence of your project report writing. So this is the last part of your MEV-19. So today just I am sharing my screen with you. I think my screen is shared with you all. I think it is visible, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So in between, if you have any doubt or if you wish to share anything, you are welcome always. So just unmute and share your thought. It is not a problem. So I think this is the MEV-19 paper, research methodology for environmental science. So in this part, we have, just see here, in this part, we have 4 blocks. Block 1, that is basic of research methodology. It includes introduction, then how to formulate a research formulation. Then this is the last part, that is research design, how to design, that is how to select a study area, how to collect the data, primary and secondary data, how to analyze the data, how to interpret the data, how the results are came. So that should be a well planned work, or well planning should be there for the execution of that research, which is known as the research design. Then just see, collection of data, this is one block you have. That means how to collect data, that is a primary and secondary data, and how the data is collected, how the data is managed. This is also very important, because during your data collection you have some necessary data and some unnecessary data is there. So how you manage your data, that is the data which are more relevant to your research topic. Then the geospatial data, this is all about your we can say these are your AI data or your geographical data. It is geospatial data. Then some statistical analysis, that is the data analysis part. This is your descriptive statistics 1, 2, sampling distribution, how the sample is distributed within your study area. Then how the statistical analysis 1, 2, and the last one is analysis of variance. All these are mathematical formulations. Then at the end we have the scientific report writing, which is already told to you. That scientific report, it is all about organization of report and thesis, research paper, and there should be ethics and intellectual property right. And this intellectual property right, that is IPR, it relates to the patent. If someone is developing or invented any new thing that is not there in this world, then then he or she should apply for IPR, that is intellectual property right. And if that idea or that instrument or machine or that application is scrutinized or it is verified by the IPR team of India, of foreign countries, then then a patent is named uh, by your name. Okay, and this patent is generally for 15 years. And some ethics and values are there. Ethics is there because in every work we should not copy from any other researcher, because one research idea is unique from the other ideas we have in this world. So if we are thinking something that is manipulated, or that is we can say theft from any other researchers, then there should not be any ethics. So ethics is an important parameter for research work. And to predict your genuinity or authenticity of your research work, there is one online tool is there, which is known as the plagiarism. So plagiarism is all about your authenticity, research work or report writing. If your report or your research work is more than 15% plagiarized, plagiarized means it is copied from any other research paper or research work. If it is more than 15% plagiarized, then your research work is not accepted by any journal or any publication. So that is a standard framed by your JACS, Journal of American Society of Science. So these things are there. So this is your scientific report. So your idea should be scientific, your idea should be unique, your idea should be feasible, your idea should be practically possible. So these 4 points are very important. And you should not copy or paste from any source, from your own internet part or from any book or any journal. This violate the principle of ethics. Okay, so I think these 4 blocks are there. So one by one we have the 4 blocks in our 4 days of discussion. And today we will have the discussion of block 1. So before going to this block, I have a PowerPoint presentation for you. So this is all about the overall discussion of research methodology. So let's have that PowerPoint part first, then we will move to this part, the PDF, the PDF part of your uh, program, that is sorry, course MEV 19. So if anyone having some queries or anything to share, so anyone having any queries or anything to say? Okay, so let's have, am I audible, students? It is okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So I think our discussion is very simple and understandable, I think. It is
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. So I just summarize the whole thing uh, briefly, and let's have the discussion like this one. So I think this is visible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes, sir.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is Dr. Prakash Kumar Sau from Department of Chemistry. Then we have the MEV-19 research methodology part. So these are the contents we have in our PowerPoint presentation. That is about research method. What is research methodology? What is research? Difference between research and research methodology. Then what are the different type of research we have? Then in any research there are some variables, what its types, how to formulate a hypothesis, and how to design a research work, what is sample and its type, how to collect the data from the source, difference between primary and secondary data, how the data collection through any tool or techniques. Then we have the data analysis and data interpretation part, processing of data. Then we have test of hypothesis, then type 1 and type 2 error. So research methodology. So research methodology is all about a scientific procedure or technique which is used to identify, select, process, and analyze information about a topic. So research methodology is a scientific procedure, how to design a research, how to collect data scientifically, how to interpret or analyze the data, how to predict the result of the research work, and how to execute the whole research. That is all about research methodology. So what is research? Research, that means it is research. Re means again, so searching again and again is known as research. That is on a particular topic. We have many research topics. Let us, the topic is air pollution. So if you just search air pollution in internet, in the Google, then you just see more than 1 lakh, 1 million, or 1 billion topics are there. So research means it is searching again and again on a particular topic in a new way. That your way should be new, your thinking should be new. It should not be copied, it should not be plagiarized from any published or already executed work. So that is known as your research. So according to the scientist John W. Creswell, who states that research is a process of steps used to collect and analyze information to increase our understanding of a topic or issue. It consists of three steps: pose a question, collect data to answer the question, and present an answer to the question. So, according to this according to Creswell, he he categorizes your research into three parts. Pose a question. This is about why, how, what. This is your pose a question. and this is related to your research topic. Then how to collect data to answer your question. This is collection of data. Then present an answer to the question. It is about your result or conclusion, and all these are compiled in a single report, which is known as your project report. So research is you are searching again and again for a particular topic, and research methodology is about the scientific procedure or technique which is used to execute your research work. So research method and research methodology, so these two terms are different. This is not same. So research method, the various ways and means of conducting a research that involve the conduct of experiment, test, survey, and the like. The second point is it aim at finding solution to research problem. So this is your testing. Research method means it is the testing part. How to experiment, how to test, how to survey. So these things are included in your research method part, and it is your solution to your research problem. Because if you have some aim of the experiment, you have some theory part, you have some procedure part, you have some experimental part, and you will after that you will get your result. That is your research method. But research methodology, it is a scientific procedure how to execute your research problem, the learning of the various technique we can use in the conduct of research. It is known as research methodology. So research methods are very much your experiment, test, survey, but research methodology is a scientific way of solving research problem. So according to the various uh, thinking, we can say, or various scenarios in which our research work is executed. So on the basis of that, we have mainly four type of research. One is descriptive and analytical research. Second one is applied and basic research. Third one is quantitative and qualitative research. Fourth one is conceptual and empirical research. So your descriptive research involves survey, interviews, and carries out the study to identify the fact on that basis. The descriptive research, it is a theoretical research. It depends on the survey and interviews or questionnaires. Based on your survey, based on your questionnaire or your interview, you are execute your research. That is descriptive research. It is it is a primary data collection method, and it usually generates a large quantity of data which can be used for future research as well. So in descriptive research, it is about primary data because the data are coming from the primary sources. The the quantitative the next one is that is sorry just okay. The quantitative data is measured, classified, described, or compared, and results are obtained by statistical analysis. So, in descriptive research, different sections of the same group can be studied without being affected by each section of the same group. Survey and interviews are performed with the help of questionnaires, which can cover several aspects of a problem and can convert non-quantifiable description into measurable interpretations. The causes of the problem under study can be interpreted even though the factors involved are not in the control of the researcher. So this descriptive research is based on the traditional research. Traditional means in old days, when no scientific tools are not there, then the researcher or the scientist are going for the field study, which is also known as the survey work. Or we can ask a question to the local community, like in the Adivasi region, they are using they are using traditional plant sources for remedy or medical purposes. The researcher are just went to that area and they just ask different questions that for this disease what are you doing, and this leaf of this plant, how it is used for this disease. This type of questions are there. So this is known as your descriptive research. So in the second part we have the analytical research. So in analytical research, it uses the fact or information already available and analyze them to make a critical evaluation of the problem. Analytical research focuses on cause and effect, and the questions are like how and why are answered in analytical research. The data in analytical research are used to support an idea or prove a hypothesis using critical thinking skill and careful assessment of the fact. The precise details are brought together to prove assumptions. It can be used to find missing link in the study. So analytical research, it involves the scientific data which are available for a particular research, and we just apply that part to our topic and find to fill up that gap which is lacking behind in the previous research. So this is your analytical research. Then we have applied and basic research. So as we know, we have mainly uh, two branches of science, that is applied science and basic science. So this applied basic science, it is related to your basic science, that is mainly physics, chemistry, botany and zoology. The applied part, we have computer science, chemical engineering, that is BTech, MTech. So these things are there which are under our applied research part. So in applied research, it is to find a solution to the specific observed problem faced by the society. This form of research is intended to identify environmental, social, economic, or political trends that may affect a particular community or institution, or to understand whether certain resolutions will be effective. The research is done in the marketing field, and evaluation research is a form of applied research. So the evaluation research is a form of applied research, and the research concerning directly to a natural phenomenon or relating to pure natural science or mathematics are example of fundamental research. It is mainly concerned with overview and simplification and commences with the formulation of a theory. This type of research provide basic understanding of nature, well understood physical and biological science, and dissemination of knowledge in the society is a key aspect in the field of environmental science, on which the behavior of a group of individual and modification of public policy depends. As one participant from the previous class um, told, that awareness is a big problem to our society nowadays, as how electronic vehicles are available in the market. Still, people are prefer to drive petrol or diesel vehicles, which produce your greenhouse gases and which pollute the air and overall the environment. So this people awareness is, or the dissemination of knowledge from one person to another, which is known as the awareness between the social people. These things are nowadays, it is very much lacking behind. So another type of research is there which is known as quantitative and qualitative research. So this quantitative research is involved uh, to find out the quantity of the of a particular species or a particular parameter which is present in our research topic. And qualitative means it is the prediction or the qualitative analysis, that is which one is present. For example, if I go for a research work related to air pollution, okay, so if I collect some air sample and I have executed some analytical methods, if I go for the qualitative research, then then in the analytical part, I am just find or wish to find what are the different pollutants present in my air sample, the pollutant names only. So this is known as the qualitative research. So in the quantitative part, if I just find that carbon dioxide present in 0.02%, chlorine is present in 0.003%. That means the every pollutant is now quantified. It is it is it is calculated quantitatively. Then that type of research is known as quantitative research. What is present? It is qualitative. How much quantity it is present? It is quantitative. Very simple. So on the basis of your finding, your research may be quantitative or qualitative. So the type of data for variable used in the study classifies research as quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative research is done by the collection of numerical data, set of different variables, and arriving at the solution based on the statistically obtained trend of the data. This type of research is deductive, objective, uses numbers, and requires a hypothesis. It is very important. In quantitative data, it involves a number. This method is generally useful in finding causes and effects in relations of any environmental problem. A quantitative data set is usually analyzed using statistical tools. But in lieu, the qualitative research, it requires participant involvement and finding a solution through thoughts and experiences. The non-numerical, unmeasurable traits are taken into consideration based on people's opinion and narratives. These are inductive, use words, and do not require a hypothesis. This is a common research method is humanities, education, sociology, and anthropology. It's qualitative research. The qualitative changes in the surrounding and people experience are significant factor in environmental concern and their solution. Observation and description are more important in this type of methodology. The main aim of this type of methodology is to evaluate the knowledge, attitude, behavior, and opinion of the people about the research. The method work using grounded research, case study, action research, disclosure, analysis, ethnography. The qualitative research methodology is based on the quality of the phenomena. So if this qualitative research is used in science, then it is what is present in air pollution. If it is applied to your humanity subject like your sociology, anthropology, or your subjects like other humanities subject, then it relates to the people's opinion. Your questionnaire on this data, this qualitative research depends. Then we have the last part, that is the conceptual and empirical research. So the conceptual research related to some abstract concept or ideas. It doesn't involve any practical experiment. but it conducted by observing and analyzing information already present. So conceptual means it is the data is already present in uh, some domain. It is generally used by philosophers and thinkers to develop new theories or to re-explain existing perceptions. This type of research is used to solve real-world problems. The conceptual framework is developed by researchers by a combination of previous researchers and developed by researchers by combination of previous researchers and associate work and organizes ideas to make conceptual distinctions. This is the type used by most scientists such as Galileo, Newton, Einstein, etc. So in empirical research, on the other hand, trust experiences or observations commonly without consideration of system or theory. This is data-based research, specific, observable, and logically tested. Generally, quantitative datasets are required to carry out this type of research, and the conclusions drawn are variable through observation or experiment. In the light of the wider body of knowledge on the subject, the standard component of empirical research include method, result, and discussion. So this is your scientific research, and this is just like your theoretical research. So, on the basis of different aspects, we have distinguished four types of research based on the platform, based on the aim, based on the methodology we have adopted for carry out our research work. The research may be descriptive or analytical, may be applied or basic, may be quantitative or qualitative, may be conceptual or empirical research. So, so up to this, if anyone having have some queries or anything wish to share, so you may unmute or ask. Else we will have a 5 minute of break for so just go and drink some water. I also uh, doing this thing now. So let's have the 5 minute break. Then exactly at 7:05 we will again reunite. So 7:05. Thank you. So thank you to all. So let's continue. Am I audible? Am I audible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
are.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, okay. So see, this is the statistical analysis of data collected from the study area. We have the statistical analysis. In this part, we have two types of datas we have collected. That is the accurate data and precise data. So the accuracy is the closeness of our data to the true value. That means one standard value is there which is known as the true value. So if I collect data for that particular species or particular matter, then how our data is close to the true value, it is known as the accuracy. So just see this board. So this central point, it is the true value. So we have collected data and our data is very close to the true value. That means we can say the first figure, it is high accuracy, and also the precision is also very high, because here it is close to the true value, as well as the all the data collected are very much closed data. That means if let us our true value is 1.0, and I have get the data 1.01, 1.001, 1.02, 1.03, that means it is very close to 1. That means this data can be called as high accuracy and has high precision. Then in the uh, second board, just see here, it is the true value, but our datas are very far from the true value. That means these datas are precise because these are very close datas, but it is the values are very a very distinctive value from the true value. That means this is low accuracy, high precision. Then the third one, it is just see here, the datas are very close to accuracy, but the value of the datas are random datas, it is not precise. So this is known as the high accuracy and low precision. And in the last part we have scattered datas, neither they are close to the true value nor they are precise, so they are low accuracy and low precision. So what is the basic difference between accuracy and precision? It is closeness with true value of the quantity being measured. So this is accuracy. So in this diagram, our true value is the central point of this board. It is the true value. So how our datas are close to this true value and how our datas are segregated. So this is known as our accuracy or precision. So in precision part, we have it is a measure of reproducibility of the measurement. This is very important. The word is reproducibility. If our data is reproduced at a particular point or close to that point, the data are can be called as precise data. The accuracy of measurement means conformity to truth. The term precise means clearly or sharply defined. Accuracy can be improved, precision cannot be improved. Very important. Accuracy means it is the closeness to the true value. If it is not our first data is not close, let's try another data. It is it can be it can be more accurate. So accuracy can be improved, but precision cannot. Accuracy depends upon simple techniques of analysis. Precision depends upon many factors and requires many sophisticated technique of analysis. Accuracy is necessary but not sufficient condition for precision. Precision is necessary but not sufficient condition for accuracy. So this is the basic difference between accuracy and precision. So this is uh, the preliminary statistical uh, analysis of data we have collected from different sources. Then we have the mathematical formulations which are very much used in our project, research project, in our data interpretation or data analysis part, which is known as uh, that is mean, median, mode, or range. The first one is mean. Mean is all about the average value. So what are the different data we have got divided by the number of data we have? Then we have got the average or the mean value of our data. So the mean value in theoretical perspective can be called as the true value of the data. It is theoretical aspect. The median is the middle number. So if I got a series of datas, just write write all the datas in ascending or descending format, then choose the middle number of that sequence. The middle number will be your median. What is mode? It is the most frequent number data, that which number is more frequently come in our data. It is known as the media mode of the data. Then range, it is the difference between highest and lowest number, that it is known as the range. So put the number from smallest to largest, subtract the lowest value from the largest, then you will get the range of your data collected. Then one statistical formulation is there, which is known as the standard deviation and variance. So mean, as we know, it is the average value of the data collected. So this is the summation of all the data we have divided by the number of data, that is mean. So if we have the standard value deviation, it is designated as sigma. It is the the xi minus mu square divided by n root over, where your mu is the mean and xi is the data you have collected, and n is the number of datas. It's a root over is your standard deviation. So that means from the standard value, your data is how far it is deviated with respect to the number of datas we have. The root over, it is known as the standard deviation. So the variance, it is square of your standard deviation. It is xi mu square divided by n, that means this root over, it is now omitted. So the sigma square or standard deviation square, it is your variance. So there are generally 7 steps of research process. So the number 1 step is define research problem. It is your research topic that you should observe. You should you should have some experimental knowledge or experimental experience to think that what is the problem uh, is continuing in a particular area related to your domain. Let it be your environmental perspective. So the first choice is yours, that which topic you are interested, or if you are going to execute your research project. Just few days back, I went to the Badambadi bus station, Cuttack, and nearby Badambadi bus stand, we have a building that is known as Bhartiya Tower, where um, Chinese products, mobile gadgets, laptop, electronic gadgets. These are the market is all about this. Okay, I just went to that place for I think my mobile cover. I went there and I saw that in a particular area at that building, mobile the rejected mobile cover, the flip cover, mobile guard, USB cord, and then plastic wrappers. They are just segregated at one corner of that building, and at every in the every morning they just add some petrol or kerosene and just fire it out. So the plastic is burned, and hazardous gases are emitted to the atmosphere, and we have soil pollution, air pollution, water pollution, every pollution is there. So this type you have to think that what is the practical problem of a particular or in a particular society, and it is there in every domain, in every area, in every place. Yes, you have that creative mind or thinking mind, that I just take 3 4 photos of that area, and I suggest one of my research scholar to pursue that research project. And she also belongs to your program, environmental science, and he submitted one project proposal on that particular topic. And his sorry her project proposal is now approved, and she is now continuing her research for project report writing. So in this type, you have to formulate your topic based on your thinking, based on your limitations, based on your availability of data, availability of research tool. So this research project, it is very much related to your practical knowledge and your creative thinking. That is very important. And after formulation of a research problem, you should consult, you should talk with your supervisor, that sir, I just think about this, I wish to perform, or I used to execute a project on this topic. And your supervisor will guide you how to go for the literature review part. Because this literature review, just see here, I just is it visible, students? Google.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, just see here. So I am just telling you how to perform the literature review step or review of literature. Very simple. You just go to Google and type Google Scholar, enter it. Okay, so first go to the home page, Google Scholar. Yes, so in this part, in this section, just write, I just have an idea. Let us plastic pollution in, let us Cuttack, enter. Just see here, the published research article, published journal papers, all the published things are highlighted here. Just you just see What are the PDFs available? This is the PDF we have. Just click here. So after downloading that PDF, you just go through there what is the research work this paper executed, and on the basis of that what research methodology this paper is was adopted. And similarly, you should go for 8 to 10 papers from this platform related to your topic, then note down it in this paper. This is the research methodology, this is the case study, this is the study area, these are the data they are collected, and this is the interpretation they have made. So you should go for at least 8 to 10 papers from this platform. Just see here, many papers are here. And I recommend you that whenever the PDFs are available, just go through that PDF, download them, and just read out the whole paper, and you will get the knowledge that how the research project was executed, and how your research topic is different from the executed or already performed research work. So this is the whole idea. Okay. So after that, so after that we have, so after this review of literature, you have the hypothesis formulation part. The what is your thinking, that is now hypothetically it is now formulated. Then accordingly, if your hypothesis is formulated, then in the step 4, you should go for the research design part. That is how to design your research, what will be your uh, study area, and how you will get the data from the primary and secondary sources. Then how you will able to interpret or analyze your data, whether it is instrumental analysis, whether it is conceptual analysis, whether it is analytical analysis, whatever it may be. Then we have, after the research design, you should go for the data collection part. Now the practical aspect is done here in the step 6, step 5, data collection part. This data collection may be your survey work, maybe interview, maybe questionnaires, maybe your air sampling is there. Then some industrial sample collection methods are there. The different procedures are there. Then after that we have data analysis. After data collection we have data analysis through analytical instruments, spectroscopy, chromatography. Then we have some microbial studies in botany and zoology. Microbial studies are there. Then some environmental aspect like air pollution. If you go for analytical method, then what are the pollutants are there in air, water, soil, etc. Then the last part is your interpretation and report writing. So these are the main 7 steps for execution of a research process. Variable and its types. The first variable is called independent variable. This is a part of the experiment that can be changed and tested. The independent variable happens first and can be considered the cause of any change in the outcome. The outcome is called the dependent variable. The independent variable is our previous example, is not study for a test. The dependent variable that you are using to measure outcome is your test score. So there are two variables, independent and dependent. The first variable we have got through our data collection or data interpretation part. Then after that we will get the dependent variable depending on our research topic. Then we have the hypothesis. So what is hypothesis? It is it is a specific testable prediction. Very important. It should be testable. It should be testable. That means do not think beyond of your scope. If you are thinking to execute a research on Mars, execute a research on the surface of Sun, it is not at all possible. So before going going for a research work, you should have a topic which is testable, and it should be specific, it should be unique, it should be different from others. It describes in concrete term what you expect will happen in a certain circumstances. There is null hypothesis symbolized as HO, is a statistical hypothesis that states that there is no difference between a parameter and a specific value, and that there is no difference between two parameters. Whereas in alternative hypothesis, which is symbolized by H1, it is a statistical hypothesis that states the existence of a difference between parameter and specific value, or it states that there is a difference between two parameters. That means if your hypothesis is a null hypothesis, that means the executed, sorry, if your hypothesis belongs to null hypothesis, it means your prediction or your thinking, that is the parameter you have, it has no difference with respect to the previous executed research work. But in turn, if you have the alternative hypothesis which is H1, that means your thinking, that is the parameter, it is your thinking, it is has some difference between your thinking and the specific value, means the research work that is already done. So your hypothesis must belongs to alternative hypothesis, not null hypothesis, where some difference should be there between your topic and the topics related to your work that are already done. Then in the segment of research design, it refers to the overall strategy that you choose to integrate the different components of the study in a coherent and logical way, thereby ensuring you will effectively address the research problem. It constitutes the blueprint for the collection, measurement, and analysis of data. Research design may be explanatory, descriptive, diagnostic, or experimental. So these are the four type of research design part, and this includes how you are planning to execute your research work, starting from your formulation of your topic, formulation of your hypothesis, to your execution of your research work. Everything should be planned, everything should be well designed, and everything should be executed properly according to the plan, according to the design you have formulated. And this depends on you and between you and your supervisor. So before going for any research work, you should have a concrete research design. And research design, it is a four types: explanatory, descriptive, diagnostic, and experimental. In explanatory, it is more or less it is theoretical, that means you just explain it how your topic is uh, executed. Descriptive, it depends on the previous datas, or you have some survey work, you have some interviews, you have some questionnaires through which you will execute your research. Diagnostic, it is now your treatment which is known as diagnostic. So how you are diagnose your problem through different scientific methods. So experimental method, this is also related to some experiments. Then we will go for the sample. How how uh, how from a large population we will get a sample which is a representative of the whole population. That is very important. A very simple example is there. During cooking of rice, we generally take one sample of rice, and it is tested with two fingers whether the rice is ready or not, or rice is cooked properly or not. So one rice, it is representative of the population of rice present in our dish. So that is known as sampling. The ଗୋଟିଏ ଆମେ sample ନବା ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମର ସେ population ରେ ଯେତେ ଆମର sample ଅଛି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ represent କରିପାରୁଥିବ, ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହିବା sampling. So a sample should be a representative for the whole population present in that system. So a sample refers to a smaller, manageable version of a larger group. It is a subset containing the characteristics of a larger population. Very important. So this is type of sampling. One having random or probability sampling, that it is random. Again, that a random is three types. Sorry, let us have the first row, that is random, non-random, and mixed. So in random category we have simple, stratified, and cluster. Under stratified we have proportionate or disproportionate. Under cluster we have single, double stage, or multi-stage. Under non-random we have quota, accidental, judgmental, and snowball. Under mixed sampling we have systematic sampling. So under sampling part we will discuss everything one by one. So source of data collection, we have primary sources and secondary sources. So primary sources are questionnaire, survey, photograph collection, some experimental data, some spectroscopic, analytical, chromatographic data. All these things are your primary data which are collected from the primary sources, that is your study area. The secondary data, it is collected from the secondary sources like the book published, journal, report, internet, newspaper, articles. These are all your secondary data which are relevant to your research topic. So data is of two types. So this is the uh, some differences between primary and secondary data. Primary data is a real time data, present data. Secondary data are past data. Primary data are sure about source of data. Second data are not sure. Primary data helps to give result and finding. Secondary data refining the problem. Primary data costly and time consuming process. Second data, as we know, it is available, so it is cheap, and also no time is consumed. Primary data avoid biasness of response data, and it cannot know in data biasness or not. It is more flexible, it is less flexible because it cannot be manipulated. So it or cannot be changed. The second data, it is fixed. It is there in the journal, it is there in the book, it is there in the article, which cannot be modified, which cannot be edited, which cannot be changed. But primary data, if our data is not as per our expectation, we may go for the second experiment, we may go for the replicate experiment. If we have some human error or something like that, then in the second experiment it can be rectified, it can be modified. So these are more flexible. So data collection tools, so just see here, the tool is questionnaire, technique is questioning, it may be written or oral. If you go for a research work, for a survey work, Then you should have some questionnaires, and the questionnaire may be in writing or in oral. Then interview schedule, it is oral. Observation schedule, interview face to face, interview schedule, or telephonic, electronic, net, group, or video. So all these are a different mode of interview. Then we have some scales are there: taste, inventory, checklist, or opinionaire, sociogram, or sociometry. Then under techniques we have some observations, projective techniques, panel methods, diary, checklist, logs, etc. So these are all your data collection techniques. So this is the data analysis stage. We have some data coding in now in your computer coding is there. Some programming, data programming softwares are there. Data entry, editing, and data analysis. And here also automatically, if there are any error checking or verification or any your grammar mistake, everything can be done through different softwares available in internet. Then processing of data, we have field editing and central editing. So in field editing, central editing, and under editing we have coding, classification, tabulation, and graphing. So these are four different methods of your processing of data or demonstration of data in our project report. Then test of hypothesis, uh, we have three graphs here. Just see here in the first one, this is the rejection area and this is the non-rejection area based on our research topic. And the second one, where row is less than 0, it is row is greater than 0, that's why it is the rejected area. If it is less than 0, then the less part will be rejected, and this is the accepted area, non-rejected area. And two-tailed, it is another hypothesis test where lower values and higher values are rejected and the middle values are accepted, that is non-rejection area. And it is non-directional, it is directional because it is the right hand side rejection, it is left hand side rejection, and it is non-directional means both the sides we have some rejected data. So type 1 error, we may reject the null hypothesis where our parameter and true values have no difference, that is null hypothesis. When it is in fact true, this occur when we think there is a difference between our group but there really is not. We can minimize this possibility by selecting an appropriate alpha label. Okay, so we are thinking that our parameter and true value have some difference, but in actual or in reality there is no difference, so that's why this hypothesis is null hypothesis. But in lieu, if, if we have a hypothesis where our parameter and the true value have some difference, then that hypothesis can be accepted for the research. So this is the PPT I have. Then rapidly go to the PDF part. What is there? Okay, just see here. Okay. So we have already discussed the research, its objective, type of research. We have descriptive, analytical, applied, basic, quantitative, qualitative, conceptual, and empirical research. Then how we approach for a research work, and how different research methods are employed for a research work. Validity and reliability of research depends on the type of research and the feasibility or the available scopes we have that are responsible to carry out our research. Use of statistics in research, that is your different mathematical formulations, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, etc. So in this part we have the things like this. This is already cover up. This is research methods, survey method, concept, mathematical error, replications, reproducibility, validity, reliability of research, use of statistics. This involves your mean, median, mode. These things are already discussed. Measures of central tendency. Then this is the formula of your mean, that is average, which is uh, designated as x bar. Then we have the range, percentile. As we know, the percentile means it is the highest value is treated as 100, and accordingly the lower values are calculated accordingly. That is known as the percentile. Then we have variance, that is sigma square. It is uh, it is the data we have collected minus the mean data square divided by n. That is the variance. It is the variance of the population, and it is the variance of the sample. Okay, these two are different. For a population, it is divided by capital N. For a sample, it is divided by n minus 1. The number of sample minus 1. So next we have the standard deviation. We have the formula is this one, and in the same way, this is the standard deviation for a population, and this is the standard deviation for a sample. So it is n minus 1 for a specific sample where the standard deviation is calculated. That sample mean is sorry, that sample number is deducted from the total sampling. That's why this is n minus 1. Then we have, this is a standard deviation from the mean, how the mean, median, mode, how our data are deviated from the mean or central value. Then this is skewed distribution. Just go through these things. Then we have the hypothesis testing is there. The hypothesis testing. We have t-test, chi-square test. All these tests are there. One by one we will have the formulas, the descriptions in our latter part. One test is there which is known as ANOVA test. ANOVA test, T test, ANOVA test, Z test. All these tests are there, and also software based tools are there, which is used nowadays to testify our hypothesis. Then the unit 2. In the unit 2 we have research formulation, which includes the defining the research problem, factors affecting selection of the topic, which is already discussed, selection of topic and formulating research question, criteria for evaluating research question, conceptualizing a topic, factor affecting the selection of topic, review of literature, formulation of objective and hypothesis, unit of analysis, and variables. So in our PPT, everything is covered up. So next we have the unit 3. Just read out all the things. So these are written very elaborately with some citation of research publications or research articles. This is the criteria for evaluating research question. Just go through these. Your research question should be clearly stated. It should be uncomplicated. in the form of capacity to be researchable. The researchers should ensure their research question are original and the ideas are there. So these are very fundamental things. This can be written according to your research topic. So these are the research questions. Then we have type of literature review. I just uh, I just mm, uh, search one topic, plastic pollution in Cuttack, through Google Scholar, and I have got published articles and research papers in this platform. Just download the PDF links, and you will have the idea of your review of literature. Okay. So review of literature, maybe context review, maybe historical review, maybe integrative review, maybe methodological review. So it depends on how, what is your need. What is your need? On the basis of your research idea, your research topic, your thinking, your need, you should search accordingly in the Google Scholar platform. Okay. Then self study review, theoretical review, all these things are there. Then in the literature review part, we have peer reviewed scholarly journal. That means these are the highest ranked journal available in the world. Peer review, that means for this publication, for publication of the your research work in this type of journal, you should not pay anything. ଆମକୁ କିଛି ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବନି. You just put your or upload your research work in that journal website, and they will review your paper. If they satisfied that your work is genuine, your work is not plagiarized, your work is have some authenticity, you just obey the ethics and values of research, and you are invented some new things, or you have created some new ideas, then they allow your paper or your research article to publish in that journal. And in nowadays, your in science, in basic science, we have JAX, Journal of American Chemical Society, and we have the journal, that is Nature publication. Just see here, Nature journal. It is the highest impact factor journal. Just see here, Nature is a journal. Nature is a British weekly scientific journal, founded and based in London, England, as a multidisciplinary publication. Nature features peer review research from a variety of academic disciplines, mainly in science and technology. And its impact factor is 50.5 in 2023. That means all over the world, this journal is impacted, it is affected 50.5 percentage. Not it is percentage, it is just a factor which is calculated by using the citation. In the next class I will tell what is citation, what is all about, what is the thing. And just I want to tell something, that the impact factor of Nature journal is 50.5, and the highest impact factor journal in India, highest impact factor journal in India is 0. 0.5. If you publish a paper in India in a peer reviewed journal having impact factor 0. 0.5, it is treated as the best paper in India. So just think, if you publish your idea, your paper, your research work in this journal, that is Nature journal, its impact factor is 50.5, that is 100 times more than the impact factor of Indian journal. So the journal we have to publish the research article, In India, previously it is UGC Care journal, that is our uh, University Grant Commission UGC Care journal. So nowadays, if you publish your research work or a research article in UGC Care journal, it is accepted for your PhD degree. If your paper publication is below UGC Care, it is not accepted. It is for your PhD degree. So minimum is UGC Care journal. So in UGC website, just search the list of journal in your domain. You will get the journal list, and accordingly your topic, you should go for that journal which is relevant to your topic. So this is the national UGC Care national journal in India. Then another one is there which is known as the SCI Index journal. It is known as Science Citation Index, SCI. Then another journal is there, it is known as Web of Science. All these are scientific journals. Web of Science. So these are higher journals, higher ranked journals than UGC Care. So in the next class, I will tell you the different type of journals and how they are categorized, and how we can publish our research work or research article in this journal. Then semi-scholarly professional publication. This is for our MBA marketing, etc. The new magazine and newspapers journals are there where your article is published. Then some opinion magazine, serious opinion magazine, a popular magazine for the public. So these are some categorization of our publication domain. So conducting research review systematically, it is already um, told to you or already discussed. Then formulation of objective and hypothesis, it is already discussed, and we have some ideas. Unit of analysis, like our error, precision, standard deviation, what are some variables, just go through these things. And in the last unit, we have in the last unit a research design, how we can design a research, that is principle of research design, what are the types, developing a research plan, this is exploration, description, diagnosis and experimentation. It is already discussed. Sampling technique, need of sampling, significant term of sampling, type of sampling, probability sampling procedure, non probability sampling procedure, and the last part. So in our PPT everything is highlighted. And now the platform is open for discussion. If anyone is having any queries or anything to share, you are uh, you are allowed to mute yourself and ask questions, or you may share your experience. So on you students.
Excuse me, sir. Sir,
Yes, yes.
how many days they will take for synopsis for approval? Means we'll give to regional science center, regional study center.
Yes, yes. No, it is regional center.
Yes, sir.
So,
Means
I think minimum it will take 1 to 1.5 months,
suppose
because
some
because I think they are collecting synopsis or project proposal from students, and they are but it is they are collecting 7 or 8 or 10 synopsis. Then
yes, sir.
after that they are send it to one expert for a review. If
Okay, sir.
that expert is satisfied with your proposal, then they will give the approval. Then after that the copy will again come back to the regional center, and they will
Yes.
send you the approval copy.
Hmm.
There is three annexures are there.
Yes, yes, sir.
So the approval copy will be sent to you by post to your
Postal.
registered address.
Suppose it is rejected, also they will inform.
Yes, yes, yes. But that rejected letter is also posted to your postal address.
Okay,
And
sir.
if your project proposal is rejected, then you will go for another new project.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it will take around 1 or 1.5 month for approval minimum, because they are collecting 7 to 8 or 10 synopsis. Then they are sending it to one expert, and that expert will take 15 or 20 days for your reviewing. Then after that your project may or may not approve.
And after approval of synopsis, then if writing projects also, it will take 2 to 3 months.
Yes, 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 yes. Minimum after 1 or 1.5 month, you are allowing to submit the project report to New Delhi IGNOU.
That period
So
of gap, how much it will? 3 months.
that period of gap should be there, because
Yeah.
if you are receiving the approval letter today and you are submitting your project report tomorrow, then it will under ambiguity, it will under
Yes.
doubt that you are
Uh-huh.
not execute, you are not do your project work.
Yes, sir.
You just
Very
copy
much.
and paste from any other sources.
Okay,
So
sir.
minimum days gap should be 30 days from the day of acceptance of your approval letter to the day when you sent your project report to New Delhi, Delhi.
That hard copy or PDF
Hard
to
copy,
send
hard
to?
copy, hard copy. No PDF for your program.
Hmm.
You just make it hard binding,
Hmm.
and that hard binding should contain your approval letter, your
Yes.
synopsis, your final
Hmm.
project report. Everything should be there in one hard copy.
Okay.
Your synopsis is also attached with your project report, and it should be sent to your head office, New Delhi. And along with that, you will have you will send a CD drive which
But
contain which. Yes,
nowadays, CD drive, how will send it?
but your project guide it is written that one CD drive which contain your project proposal, approval letter, project report. After signing from your supervisor, the scan copies in soft copy format along with your hard copy of the project report should be sent to Delhi, New Delhi.
Exactly. No, I read it that about CD, but nowadays PDF online we can send it because CD driver is
No,
not there now.
that online link is not for your program.
Okay, sir.
You may go for one pen drive.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, you
Yes,
may go
yes.
for one pen drive and attach that pen drive to your project report.
Okay, sir.
they
I
they
understand.
may consider, because you are right that nowadays CD drive is not there, and it is hard to find a CD drive and to copy all the things. Okay,
Yes, sir. We can give by
so
pen drive.
also pen drive is a good alternative to CD drive. Just buy 1 GB or 2 GB pen drive, just put your synopsis soft copy, approval soft copy, and project report soft copy.
Yes, sir.
That soft copy should be signed by your supervisor. That is very important. Not
Yes,
blank
sir.
soft copy. After signing, make it a scan copy and put the soft copy in that pen drive.
Then
And
after
all,
that, drive also there, no?
and always attach your IGNOU iCard with your
Yes,
project
sir.
proposal as well as with your project report. And always you should sign below the identity card. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So we will have a new student, Nirakar Jena. I think he is not there in the at the beginning. Nirakar Jena, please introduce yourself.
Sir, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Sir, I am Nirakadana from Kendrapada. Sir,
Okay.
I am Nirakadana from Kendrapada.
Okay.
I am
Uh, what is your BSc honors?
botany honors. Now I am laboratory
Okay.
assistant in Kendrapada Autonomous College.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yes, botany farm.
So okay, okay, okay. So thank you. We will have talk in the next class. Then Puspa Priya, I think Sahu Sage. Please introduce yourself.
ସାର୍ ନମସ୍କାର।
Namaskar.
ମୁଁ ଅନୁଗୁଳ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟର
Okay.
ଟିଚରସିପ୍ କରୁଛି
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆପଣଙ୍କର BSc ଅନର୍ସ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା?
ଜୁଲୋଜି।
Okay. Okay. So and I think one member is there, Smurti Rekha. Smurti Rekha, please introduce yourself.
Sir, I have already done.
Oh, already done. So speak again.
Sir, I am Smriti Rekha from Bhadrak. In graduation, my honors was zoology, and now in school I teach EVS, so that I
Okay.
want
Okay.
to.
Okay. 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 So thank you to all. We will have the next class tomorrow at 6 p.m. So we will meet again. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your nice
Thank you, sir.
explanation.
Thank you.
Presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Sir, kindly send your PDF to. Sir, already gone.